Welcome to our Hong Kong Brief program. Today, we're buzzing with excitement as Hong Kong rolls out the red carpet for two adorable giant pandas, Anan and Cuckoo, gifted by Beijing to celebrate the 75th anniversary of Communist Party rule. Their arrival at the airport was a spectacle, with fans and officials gathering to greet them before they settle into their new home at Ocean Park after a month-long quarantine. This event is more than just a cute panda sighting, it symbolizes the ongoing panda diplomacy and aims to foster local patriotism amidst current political tensions. In other news, Hong Kong's stock market is on fire. The Hang Seng Index has reached a 4-month high, buoyed by a stimulus package from the People's Bank of China, which has investors buzzing with hope for economic recovery. The tech sector is leading the charge, with companies like Alibaba and JD.com seeing significant gains. However, not all developers are riding the wave, as some face declines amid leadership changes. Overall, the market has gained over $232 billion in just 3 days, a remarkable turnaround. Lastly, the retail scene in Hong Kong is feeling the pinch, with vacancy rates in core business districts soaring to 11.7%, the highest in nearly 4 years. As consumers shift their spending habits towards mainland China, many local restaurants are struggling, leading to closures and a surplus of vacant storefronts. Experts predict a potential drop in shop prices and rents as the market adjusts to these challenges. Please stay tuned for more detailed coverage. CNN reports that Hong Kong is preparing for a grand welcome of two giant pandas, Anan and Cuckoo, gifted by the Chinese government as part of the celebrations for the 75th anniversary of Communist Party rule. The pair, aged 5 and arriving from a breeding center in Sichuan, will be greeted with a ceremonial reception at the Hong Kong International Airport before undergoing a month-long quarantine. Their journey, characterized by a mix of excitement and logistical precision, involved staff working through the early hours to ensure their transport was seamless. Anan is described as strong and clever, while Cuckoo is noted for her climbing skills and gentle demeanor. This arrival is not just about the pandas, it symbolizes a push for patriotism in Hong Kong amidst political tensions and previous protests. South China Morning Post highlights the recent surge in Hong Kong's stock market, which reached a 4-month high fueled by a stimulus rally. The Hang Seng Index rose by 1.3%, reflecting a broader optimism in the market, particularly among tech giants like Alibaba and JD.com. This positive momentum follows a surprise stimulus package from the People's Bank of China, igniting hopes for economic recovery. However, local developers faced setbacks, notably with New World Development's trading suspension due to leadership changes. The overall market rebound has restored significant capital, showcasing a contrasting landscape where some sectors thrive while others struggle amid ongoing economic challenges. South China Morning Post also shares the excitement surrounding the arrival of the two new pandas, Anan and Cuckoo, in Hong Kong. The city is rolling out the red carpet, with a welcome ceremony led by top officials and a buzz of anticipation at the airport. The pandas, described with charming personalities, Anan as curious and adventurous, and Cuckoo as feisty and independent, are set to become a focal point of local tourism and cultural engagement. Ocean Park is capitalizing on this panda mania by offering themed promotions, including panda-shaped ice cream bars and discounts for annual passes. The community is abuzz with ideas for panda-themed products and experiences, reflecting a growing affection for these beloved animals that are expected to draw visitors and boost local morale in the wake of recent political upheaval. South China Morning Post reports that New World Development, a prominent Hong Kong developer, has been suspended from trading following news of CEO Adrian Cheng's impending resignation. Cheng, who has led the company as part of the wealthy Cheng family for years, will transition to a non-executive role amid significant company losses projected between 19 billion Hong Kong dollars and 20 billion Hong Kong dollars for the financial year. the trading halt was requested to prepare for announcements regarding this internal shakeup, which is part of a broader strategy to enhance company operations and accelerate growth. The move has sparked speculation about family dynamics and succession plans within the conglomerate, especially as the patriarch hinted at possibly not choosing a successor from within the family. In another inspiring narrative, the South China Morning Post highlights Jennifer Wong Ming-Wai, a blind clinical psychologist from Hong Kong, who has turned her personal challenges into a source of strength and motivation for others. After losing her sight at a young age due to a severe allergic reaction, Wong has become a beacon of hope as the first visually impaired psychologist in the city. She is a finalist for the Spirit of Hong Kong Awards 2024 for her perseverance and dedication to social inclusion, founding Code Key Cookies, a social enterprise that empowers visually impaired individuals through employment. Wong's journey embodies resilience, as she actively engages with marginalized communities, fostering understanding and support for those with disabilities. Lastly, the South China Morning Post discusses the limited impact of China's recent mortgage rate cuts on homeowners struggling with high living costs. Despite a half percentage point reduction aimed at stimulating consumer spending, many homeowners, like Ivy Kai from Shanghai, feel that the savings are negligible against their hefty monthly payments. The cuts are part of broader measures to invigorate the economy, yet many citizens report that without significant income growth, they are forced to prioritize essential expenses over discretionary spending. Analysts express skepticism about the effectiveness of these measures, noting that consumer sentiment remains low, which may hinder the desired economic recovery and growth. South China Morning Post. In a rare interview, Hong Kong tycoon Michael Kadoorie, alongside his son Philip, expressed optimism about the future of Hong Kong amidst economic challenges. As the chairman of CLP Group, the largest electricity supplier in the city, Kadoorie highlighted the importance of private sector involvement in supporting the central government's reforms. He noted a positive shift in Beijing's engagement with Hong Kong's business leaders, emphasizing the need for collaboration to navigate current economic downturns. Reflecting on his family's long history in Hong Kong's development, he recalled the transformation of Kadoorie Hill and the pivotal role of China Light and Power since its inception in 1901. Michael's insights into the cyclical nature of economic downturns and the resilience of Hong Kong's people serve as a reminder of the city's enduring spirit. South China Morning Post. The retail landscape in Hong Kong is facing significant challenges as reported by Midland IC&I, with shop vacancy rates climbing to their highest level in nearly 4 years. The number of vacant high street shops surged to 874 in the third quarter, reflecting a shift in consumer spending towards mainland China. The report highlighted the struggles of restaurant operators, with 56 closures in 6 months, as competition intensifies. Despite some international brands like Giorgio Armani and Prada making moves to expand, the overall sentiment in the retail sector remains bleak, with sales dropping by 11.8% in July compared to the previous year. Experts predict that shop prices and rents will continue to decline, exacerbated by changing consumer behaviors and a sluggish recovery in tourism. South China Morning Post. In a memorable incident from 2002, tennis superstar Serena Williams made headlines for arriving an hour late to a press conference in Hong Kong due to an impromptu shopping spree. Fresh off her third straight Grand Slam title, Williams, accompanied by her mother and trainer, expressed her love for the city and its welcoming atmosphere. She humorously referred to her shopping as pre-shopping, emphasizing her excitement for the local retail scene. Williams' enthusiasm for Hong Kong was palpable as she reminisced about her previous visits, highlighting the city's charm and the warmth of its people. This light-hearted moment not only showcased her personality but also underscored Hong Kong's allure as a shopping destination for international visitors. South China Morning Post highlights the dedication of 73-year-old baker Man Fakon, who is passionate about preserving the traditional craft of making Chinese walnut cookies, known as hapto so. As part of the Hong Kong Culture Festival, he hosted a workshop to share his expertise, emphasizing the importance of passing down culinary skills to younger generations. The walnut cookie has a rich history, with tales tracing back to the Tang dynasty, where a clever farmer invented the treat while working long hours. Man's meticulous recipe includes ingredients like flour, sugar, and lard, and he faces the challenge of baking in Hong Kong's humid summer. His commitment to this craft is mirrored by Karen Lee So-ting, a student-turned-master who shares his vision of keeping local baking traditions alive. In another piece, the excitement builds in Hong Kong as two giant pandas from Sichuan are set to arrive, generating a wave of enthusiasm akin to a royal welcome. The pandas will be escorted with a police motorcade to their new home at Ocean Park, where extensive renovations have been made to ensure their comfort. After a quarantine period, they will be ready to meet the public, coinciding with the city's National Day celebrations. The arrival of these furry ambassadors is expected to boost local tourism and business, providing a much-needed morale boost for residents amid economic challenges. The community is also invited to engage creatively through naming contests and art competitions to celebrate the panda's arrival. Lastly, the South China Morning Post reports on the turmoil within the iconic rock band Jane's Addiction, which has cancelled its 2024 reunion tour following an on-stage altercation between frontman Perry Farrell and guitarist Dave Navarro. The incident, which occurred on Friday the 13th during a concert, has led to a temporary hiatus for the band as they address internal issues. Despite the setback, they released a new song, True Love, shortly after the incident. Navarro's fiancée, Vanessa Du Basso, has publicly supported him, showcasing their deep bond through matching tattoos and her heartfelt posts. Du Basso, a rising actress and clothing brand owner, has overcome her own struggles with addiction, marking 500 days of sobriety, and she credits Navarro for encouraging her creative pursuits. South China Morning Post, Michael Strahan, the beloved Good Morning America host and former NFL star, has recently embraced the role of a proud grandfather. During an NFL Sunday broadcast, he joyfully announced the arrival of his grandson, Onyx, born to his daughter Tanita Strahan. Tanita, who is 32 years old, was born in Germany and later moved to Texas after her parents' divorce. She is a talented graphic designer and artist, currently based in Los Angeles. Strahan speaks highly of Tanita, noting their similar strong personalities and expressing immense pride in her accomplishments. Though details about her personal life remain private, speculation surrounds her relationship status, particularly regarding a potential connection with artist Colenta Mincy. South China Morning Post, Gracie McGraw, the daughter of country music legends Tim McGraw and Faith Hill, is set to make her off-Broadway debut in the play Babe, sharing the stage with renowned actors Marissa Tomei and Arliss Howard. At 27, Gracie has already showcased her vocal talents, performing alongside her father and even delivering a jazzy rendition of Taylor Swift's You Belong With Me at a Pride event. Gracie, who graduated from New York University, has also dabbled in acting, appearing in Tyler Perry's series If Loving You Is Wrong. Beyond her artistic endeavors, she has been open about her struggles with mental health and her experience with PCOS, highlighting the importance of her support dog in managing her anxiety and depression. South China Morning Post, in Hong Kong, a local dumpling shop is under scrutiny by the Equal Opportunities Commission for allegedly breaching discrimination laws with a hiring notice that prioritized female candidates from Guangdong Province. The commission expressed concern over the recruitment practices, which could violate the Sex Discrimination Ordinance and the Race Discrimination Ordinance. The controversy erupted after a photo of the shop's hiring poster circulated widely on social media, prompting questions about its legality. Although the shop reportedly removed the poster shortly after it gained attention, a staff member claimed they hire all applicants with valid identity cards. The commission emphasized the need for fair consideration of all candidates, regardless of gender or nationality. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
Scrolling through the headlines, another crazy day. 6 degrees of stories, connecting in their way. From the weather to the sports, and everything we see. People making news on TV screens for free. 6 degree world, where the news comes in a whirl. Every story ties together like a ribbon in a twirl. Sit back and watch it all. Big and small they call. From city lights to countryside, we're connected after all. A laugh, a cry, a sigh, news is flying high. From city lights to countryside, we're connected after all. A laugh, a cry.